We are live.
Oh. Hi guys, welcome back to the JD streams on JD Unplugged. Hello, I am your host, Darren G, followed by my co-host,
Joe V. L. Everybody
yes,
says Joe V, but there's two last names.
Joe B. L. That's
right.
Please, and our super amazing co-host.
That's
/
right.
Guest host.
Recurring guest.
Returning guest. That's right.
There.
You will never join the ranks of master. You will always be a guest.
Always just be a guest.
I'll always be a Padawan.
Exactly, yeah. We grant you a seat among us every week, but we will not grant you the rank of master.
Well.
But yes, thank you so much for coming back in, as always. It's great to have you.
Nobody's.
Yeah, I'm just Anakin in episode 2 where he was just pissed at them because they wouldn't.
No. You see, you think it's 2. They rushed everything in the third movie. It all happens in the third movie. Literally everything. The second movie could have just not been there, you know? It's like first movie is him as a kid, and then third movie is just power.
Yeah, that second movie. I rewatched it when I was in England last year. I rewatched all of the
Star Wars.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Actually,
did you watch them in order, or?
Yes, but
Release order or number order?
Yeah, because sometimes people don't watch them in the order they.
Chronological.
But I didn't. I skipped the in between movies like Solo and Rogue One.
Right. Yeah.
And I also ran out of steam by the time I'd got to the end of Return of the Jedi. That I didn't want to do the new sequels.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to watch those again.
Fair enough.
You made a good move. They're soul crushing. People, I was hearing people talk about how they bought Star Wars for what, $1 billion or something. Like it was a big number, right? But they have now since like ruined its reputation, and they probably wouldn't even be able to sell it for that much. Like if they were to sell it to like Paramount, they'd only be able to sell it for like $100 million now.
Wow.
Because they literally got the property and then ruined it, and now it's worth less, you know?
Wow.
So they literally ran it into the ground.
Sequels and the spin-off movies, just
I mean,
it.
The struggle's real.
Yeah. I don't want to bash it too much because they're still enjoyable. They're still
I wouldn't say the movies themselves. I'd say the reputation. They ruined the reputation by being very behind-the-scenes messy, I feel like.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
If you blame anyone, just blame the ego of directors given too much power. Because
I would agree.
the problem with when you have the combo of writer-director, that gives them a lot of power already, because it's like I can write this movie and I can direct it. It's my vision, it's my everything.
Others have to merely make it happen for me.
But then the issue with these sequels is that they didn't have a plan when they began making them, right? So J.J. Abrams makes Force Awakens, and it was okay. It was a cut and paste of A New Hope, but it was okay. It was enjoyable. It was entertainment. Yeah. And then the next one, they're like, okay, Rian Johnson's going to do the next one. People are like, we don't really know who he is, but okay. We might have seen Looper, but no one really knows Rian Johnson.
Yeah.
And then he makes it, and Rian Johnson's like, I want to do this with it.
Not what art house film.
Yeah, not what DJ did. I'm going to do this. Yeah. And they're like, okay, there's probably that can't be a bad thing. no one's gonna like.
It's weird that nobody said anything. Normally, studio interference always gets in the way, but for some reason, in this one instance, Disney just said, "We don't give a fuck. Go for it. Yeah, do literally. Yeah, you want to kill everybody? Sure.
Walker entirely. Go ahead.
Yeah. What do we care? Yeah. Literally end the trilogy now with the second movie. Sure. Just answer all of the mysteries. Just do it all.
Kill storylines we've been building up. You just want to act those. Go ahead. Yeah. And then the third movie was going to be Colin Trevorrow.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know the name, but I just know it wasn't JJ.
Yeah, He did Jurassic World, the first Jurassic World.
All right. So, honestly, then maybe the movie would have ended up the same.
Yeah.
Jay did. Just roller coaster ride.
His script got leaked.
Okay. So he wasn't just spitballing. He actually had something.
Yeah. And it was very different. I think it still involved Sidious coming back, Palpatine coming back. I guess they all. Okay. But I think he was just going about it a different way and probably a better way than they went about it with JJ's version, which was just. And this is my impression of Oscar Isaac in that film.
Yeah.
Somehow, Palpatine's returned.
And literally disappointed. He's like, listen, fuck, he's just Palp's back, boys. Palp's back. You know the guy who 100% died? He's back. So yeah, sorry guys.
Line worse is that they included the word somehow.
Yeah, and the way he delivered it too, he sounded depressed. He sounded like, I don't want to be here. I'm contractually obligated, like fucking Daniel Craig in 007.
Pulling a Harrison Ford and being like, I wanted to be killed off in the last movie and you didn't kill me off, so now I'm pissed at you. Doing this bullshit.
He wanted to drive into the laser beam.
There's so many movies.
Yeah.
That's odd. My comment is, there's too many of these movies. I can't keep up. They were all horrible. The new ones are horrible to me. No offense. Right. Don't come for me.
Wait. So you're loving the Terminator Genesis, but you don't love the Skywalker?
Yes,
I'm not saying that as like a judgment thing. I'm saying that as like those movies are like roller coaster movies. You don't like the Star Wars?
I don't know.
You don't like the Star Wars roller coaster ride. You want to do the
Star Wars is just boring.
Right. No, I get that. It's a different feel. It's totally different movies. So I can understand. You don't like space.
It's not even that. It's just it was just like it just wasn't catching for me. And like I give everybody their like fair chance. I guess it's more like I think I'm honestly I think I'm action driven. With movies I'm very much action driven. Like if there's I think there has to be like a good roller coaster. Like for instance, when you're on a roller coaster, right? Perfect example would be like you're gonna go up, down, and then you're gonna go like really high up, and then go really down, and then go really high up again. It's like, but sometimes it's just doing too much of this the whole time. It's like we're not trying to just be chilling the whole time. We're trying to be going up and down, up and down.
The second act, a lot of the time, can just kind of be a slow crawl.
Like, are we going up? Are we going down?
That's the riskiest part of any movie, I feel like. Yeah.
And Star Wars movies love that second act to just be full of exposition.
Oh yeah.
And in those sequels, the exposition was a lot of like MacGuffins and like what do you call it when it's like just something that's so convenient? I guess
the fetch quest, the ex machinas, the the god mode when it comes to powers, no explanation, no consistency.
That's Star Wars sequels in a nutshell. Yeah, is that everyone had everyone was overpowered, superpowered, the chosen one.
However, we will say this. So this one thing doesn't necessarily give validation to the entire sequel trilogy, but the story with Kylo Ren is kind of good. I mean, he fucking killed his father. How the fuck are you going to try to redeem that guy? But they still found a way to make that one scene in the third movie heartfelt when he doesn't see the ghost because it's not like an actual Force ghost, but he imagines his father very vividly and then talks to him. That was like really heartfelt. Like that was
that's good.
Yeah,
one of the best moments of the entire trilogy, and it just so happens to be in the third movie, which is the worst of the three. By many people's opinions.
Yeah, like when you pick it out, like there's good to it, like for sure.
Yeah, there are moments. Yeah, exactly. You can pick it.
100%. Yeah, 100%.
I actually like a lot of the moments from The Last Jedi, which a lot of people shit on. I think that's got some good moments, like the throne room fight scene where Rey and team up and they take on after killing. What was he called?
Oh, I was about to say General Grievous. No, that's the guy from Episode 3. I don't know. I literally knew what Darth.
I don't know either. I was the wrong guy.
And then I actually like that twist as well. I think that was ballsy. to kill.
Yeah. Because that doesn't necessarily end the story. You can because now the whole thing is Kylo Ren's supposed to be the big baddie.
Yeah,
and then that just was not the case.
And I feel like there was another cool
sequence.
That
was not the case. Yeah, that was
in
not
that
the
movie
case.
too.
There was a lot of really good dialogue. Like I feel like it was very good on a philosophical level with what Jedis are, just these people that persevere failure constantly, but in a way where it's like it's almost the tale of the light side and the dark is almost a tale of chimps and bonobos. Excuse me if I go a little monkey on you guys, but there's these two different species that are part of the genus Pan. So it's like they're the yin and the yang of the Pan genus, these chimps and bonobos, and they have evolved at a later stage than humans. So we think of ourselves as the final stage of primates, but it technically goes orangutans, gorillas, humans, and then chimps and bonobos. They're the ones who evolved later down the line.
Okay.
And chimps are like us. They're war fraught. They're violent. Don't have a chimp as a pet. They're extremely dangerous, and they wage territory wars. They're a patriarchal society. And then you have bonobos, and they got pink lips. It's a matriarchal society. All the females are kings, and anytime there's conflict in the group, they have sex, and then that just instantly diffuses the situation. It's not about making babies, it's about making peace, not war. And it's a complete opposite to chimps. Chimps are literally like gangs in LA. They're so violent and reckless. And
oh my gosh.
Documentarians, when they follow chimps, they're like, holy shit, it's like being in a war zone. It's like you gotta film Vietnam from a distance because otherwise you might get hit. And then you look at bonobos and they're like, and obviously, chimps are doing fine, and bonobos are extremely endangered, and their population is declining.
I need to look up what a bonobo looks like.
They look very similar to chimps, except they're just all black, and chimps are black with kind of beige faces. So that's kind of the difference. Is chimps are a bit lighter, and bonobos are darker. But yeah, and
gotcha. Okay.
So they're very similar, but they got differences. Yeah, and that's kind of a tale of Star Wars' the light side and the dark. The light side, even though they're always dwindling, they're always kind of on the cusp of not existing anymore. Like they had their great surge of power in the original, not the original, but the episode 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
But for the majority of the Star Wars universe, the light side is always kind of in defense mode constantly.
Yeah,
it's the same with martial arts and just Eastern culture. They have a stronger philosophical stance, like with Buddhism and stuff. They're a lot more inquisitive than the Western world, but with that kind of passion and that peace and that passiveness to you, that allows aggressors to come in and attack. And it's the most violent cultures always seem to win, unfortunately. So that's where Star Wars lies. And yeah.
Aggressive.
I mean, so that's my take. Star Wars versus species of pans.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it still does well. So
well, there is a link there, Joe, which is that Andy Serkis was in Star Wars as the fake emperor, who I can't remember the name of.
Dark side guy, yeah, and he played a chimp, which is the aggressive one of the two.
Caesar in Planet of the Apes, War of the Apes, Rise of the Apes, Dawn of the Apes, whatever else it was.
Every ape, yeah, every time of day.
All about the apes.
Yeah, that's true. There you go.
What about the apes?
God, it's bugging me that I can't think of that name, but anyway, yeah.
Which
the other scene that was good from The Last Jedi was when Laura Dern fired her ship at light speed into Imperial ships.
Well, hey, Star Wars fans don't like that. They go, it breaks the lore of the universe, because then why didn't everyone kamikaze? There's all these different scenarios where ship light speeding could have worked.
Cool. And Laura Dern's cool. The only thing is, while that was happening, was arguably the worst story sequence across all of Star Wars, which was Finn going to the gambling planet.
Right. Yeah, that was remarkably weak. That was very boring. It felt very fetch quest. It didn't feel natural.
Wait, which one's that one, Aidan?
The Last Jedi.
The Last Jedi. So the middle movie of the sequel.
The one that's advertised in white and red.
Yeah.
Yeah, if that helps.
Okay.
Yeah, red being the color of the Sith, and it has nothing to do with the Sith in that movie.
Oh, is that true? Is that what it's called? The yeah.
Yeah, like you associate red with like, you
The
know,
red lightsaber.
the red lightsabers and
Yeah.
stuff, and it's like no, just they go to a planet that's got red sand on it or something. It's
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Yeah, the guys are
makes sense.
salt.
Marketing team.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm looking it up. Give me 1 second. I just want to make sure.
So while you look it up, Darren, I gotta tell you guys, for the past, I'm gonna say over 24 hours, maybe 36 hours or something, I cannot stop listening to this one song from M83 called I think My Tears Are Making an Ocean. And someone made like a fan edit montage of Kylo Ren's journey with that song on top of it, and I was like, oh my god, like I've rewatched it like 5 times now. You ever have that where you just listen to a song, you're like, fuck, that's a good song, and you just like binge listen to it.
Okay, well this is so weird because I've been listening to a Star Wars soundtrack song all week.
Okay, yeah, which one?
And it's one of the only takeaway points from Attack of the Clones.
Okay.
All across the stars. It's like the love theme
I know of
Anakin and Padme.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Williams is a bloody genius.
Right, do you mind repeating the song again?
I'm gonna search it up right now, Joe.
Yeah, I think
just so that we can get the listeners and viewers on.
Oh, sure. Have it be a straight up plug. Yeah. Absolutely. My tears are becoming a C.
Okay. Oh, and then it came up as Star Wars.
My tears are becoming. Okay, wait, hold on. My tears are becoming a C?
Yeah, everybody in the comment section is like, this is the song you hear when you die, and your life flashes before your eyes.
Okay. I mean, maybe
it's like one of those really intense, emotional kind of songs.
Hurry up, we're dreaming.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
okay,
man, I'm a dreamer. I'm a dreamer. I got my head in the clouds.
Okay. I'm not seeing the. Oh, is this the Kylo Ren one?
So again, guys, that's My Tears Are Becoming a C.
There is a lot of Star Wars tributes for this particular song.
It's understandable.
I guess I'll just save. I'll save one.
109.2. Cool. Next up, we have My Tears Are Becoming a C.
You doing a radio? Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah, that's the Unplugged FM.
And then we have a tune by Aidan Ronsley coming in. If you guys have any,
it's called I Shit
My Pants. This is the original soundtrack. What's that? I Shit My Pants.
It's called I Shit My Pants. It's sent it in the mail.
Shit My Pants. It's an new wave experimental song.
PO Box.
Yeah. It has a lot of deep meaning, actually. 370. Yeah. And then after that, we have a song from the hit motion picture Harold and Kumar Escape Guantanamo Bay entitled My Dick. It's a great song. It compares one man's penis to another's.
And then the full Disney soundtrack to Mulan.
That's a good one. Yeah, I was thinking you'd go ironic. It's something weird, but yeah. Mulan, hell yeah. I thought you'd be saying like Lion King 2 or something.
We're watching it right now.
Watching it now.
You watching it now? Yeah.
Joe, have you seen it yet?
Halfway
This is a first reaction.
My goodness. Have you seen it yet, Joe?
Mulan, which one?
Have you seen Mulan?
Yeah, of course.
The new one.
Oh, I've seen the live action, motherfucker. And it's like, I knew it'd be bad, but that's my favorite Disney movies, the animated one. And so I was like, I know that this new one's going to be shit, but let's watch it. Let's find out. No Eddie Murphy, it's already shit, but let's check it out.
That's what I said.
And so you watch it and you're like, oh, this desert scene is taking place like basically right next to the concentration camps, the Uyghur camps. That's wow. Disney's actually evil. That's wow. Yeah, Disney is the new regime.
Aidan said it like 20 minutes in. I'm like, damn, y'all ruthless as hell. I don't need an explanation. Yeah. He had to explain the whole thing to me. I was like, damn, this is so ruthless.
Are you talking what the whole situation?
Yeah, I was saying that. I was just like, I like to just interject with like random trivia throughout the like, did you know there's some
crimes against humanity are happening in China as we speak?
It's like, oh my god.
You see that hill in the background? Just behind there, there's a concentration camp where they're.
A little girl is trying to run away. She made it under the fence. Oh, and they got her. You just see like a tackle. No, God, I should not be making this light of. It's an actual terrible thing that's happening. As far as we know, they're not mass murdering them. They're just torturing them. But
It's indoctrination. So it's
re-education camps.
It's brain
de-religify them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Instead of just allowing them to leave. That's always the most interesting part. Why is it that China and Russia and North Korea have this thing where they don't let people just leave? Why do you want people who don't like you to stay in your country? Why don't you just let them go away? It's like that should be like an intrinsic right is to exit. You know, it's like as a sovereign citizen of whatever nation you're from, you get to vote, you get to have a job, you get to own property, and then another one should be you have the right to leave the country if you want.
Yeah.
You know, it should be basic when no one talks about it because it's so obvious, but it's not to these fucking communist countries. So weird. You know?
They're
hate on the communists except
they're very powerful countries. And everything
control.
Power. And just in case in the future China do become our overlords.
They took over Canada, yeah.
Very likely. Then I think China is great and they're very powerful.
All hail Winnie the Pooh. Oh shit! I mean, oh fuck! I'm already right. They already got him.
No, that's the Disney Corporation.
Don't
get them mixed up.
Christopher Robin was a good movie though. I liked Christopher Robin. It was so heartbreaking for me. I just loved it.
Yeah.
I didn't know who would watch it, but I watched it and I loved it.
Oh wait, which one do you love?
Christopher
Robin.
Oh right, I still haven't seen that. I still haven't seen it. I was told by many people that it's heartwarming, heartbreaking.
It's so
I'm like, I gotta get on that shit, and I love Ewan McGregor. What am I doing with my life? I might watch it after this podcast.
Yeah,
straight up.
It's so heartwarming.
I got Disney Plus.
We watched the second half of Mulan.
Nice, there you go. Yeah. Learn more about what's
right
happening
now,
behind the scenes.
I'm gonna give you a quick little. If you were looking for a nice little heartfelt movie, hit up the Winnie the Pooh live action. That's where it's at. Yeah. I never thought Winnie the Pooh coming to life would be that wholesome and sweet and just so cute. I'm just like this movie, and then don't even get me started on Piglet. Oh my goodness! I watched the movie for Piglet, and there's this one scene. It just brought tears to my eyes. I'm just like, oh my god, I can't even. Watch it, y'all. Watch it. Watch it. It's hard. It's a heartstrong movie. Okay, it just pulls on those strings.
Yeah. Damn, the British know how to get us, eh? They got Harry Potter. They got Winnie the Pooh. You know. Hallmark. They got the
side on Harry Potter.
They got they're good at telling these fun little Peter the Rabbit. You know. British people know what's up. They know how to write little, you know.
Oh my goodness! I did like a Missing England like story a little while back, and I got this one picture of this guy in front of like one of the Harry Potter stores, and I was like, is this real? And it was so real. He was in like a trench coat, hat, reading a book outside. I was like, this is so cool. Like I literally felt like I was in Harry Potter.
Wait, but what is Missing England? What is that?
No, it was when I went to England, I did a story. Wait, no, I went to England a couple years ago, and then I did a story about me missing England. Sorry, guys. Sometimes I muddle those. Those words get all muddled. But the picture was just like, I'm not gonna try to look for it right now because ain't nobody have time for that.
Yeah.
But the picture was just the vibe. Like you went there, the vibe. Everybody literally was in Hogwarts. They're Slytherin. I don't know what the other one was.
It's just
it was real.
Straight up, just completely
Yeah. So there is a city called York, where I assume that the place New York is named after that York. And in York, there is a very narrow, very old street called the Shambles, and it's like cobblestone road, so cool. Like old Tudor age buildings and stuff and houses, and there just happens to be a bunch of stores on there that are either Harry Potter themed or magic themed stores, or bookstores, or
they embrace the meme
stores. Yeah, so like every store on this one particular street, it's only a very short street. It looks like connects two streets together. But yeah, just being stood on it, and it's very narrow, but the buildings are very tall. So it basically looks like the real life Diagon Alley. Yeah.
It was
nice. That is cool. That's super cool.
It's really cool. Like when I looked at the picture, I was like, wow, I just brought me back. I was like, okay, maybe this is like what Like, I'm not really a Harry Potter fan. I wouldn't say I'm a Harry Potter fan. I've seen maybe I think I've seen some of the movies. I don't even know because they all bunched together. Because I thought I saw all the Twilight movies, but it turns out I only saw like 2 of them.
True.
But
Yeah,
you just
funny.
think you see them all because it's
right,
over history. You're like, maybe you go to someone's house and it's playing a clip or something. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah. You're more of a Harry Potter fan. You enjoy the world, the outside world of it.
I guess. I'm like, yeah.
You're more of a fan of the guy that was stood outside the store that you took a picture of.
Right, you're a fan of that guy.
Yeah. And like, what was like interesting too, like I remember on my like maps or something, it was like telling me it was like the place that we don't talk about or something. I was like, this is what this says on the maps. It's so interesting. It was like the place, the forbidden place that we don't locate. That was like what was coming up as a location. I was like, wow, they're really like going full on. Like they literally think they're in Hogwarts.
That's funny, yeah.
But it's cool to see. Like, I can't believe some of the wands though. Some of the wands are expensive. I was like, these wands are hitting hundreds, in the hundreds.
Like, some of them are looking like they were still being carved, like they're just sticks.
Yeah, and they're like hitting $100.
Yeah,
like,
and people buy them. People embrace collecting that stuff. Yeah.
Yo, I just gotta go into my backyard. Great, shake the tree, get some sticks, start whittling them, and then sell them on Amazon.
I like swords better. I'm more of a sword person.
Oh, what is that? A letter opener or what?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very tiny katana.
Yeah, it's funny we call them letter openers when that's literally a dagger. You could use that as a straight up weapon.
Yeah. I have it like on a little stand too. It's so cute.
Yeah, nice.
But yeah, I'm more of a sword guy.
Yeah, that's understandable. Swords are more reliable as an effective weapon to repel enemies.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I have one hanging here just in case any intruders come up.
Oh yeah, you talking about
used to have it beside my bed,
one.
but now I put it on my wall because it's like, hey, having it beside your bed's a little much, but it's not a little much because I'm always on ready.
If someone comes, exactly, you never.
Yeah, I don't want to stuff.
Like, I'll just wait there a second while I just get the sword off the wall.
Yeah, hold up.
Out of the sheath.
Walk over, you grab it, unsheath it.
Yeah.
Okay, go. Yeah.
Comment down below, guys. What do you guys have beside your bed?
Whether that's a good one. Oh boy.
Do you guys?
You want to know what I have? Hello. I got a big old tub of lube just sitting right there. Yeah. I was gonna say it's not. It's a Vino moisturizer, but I use it for more than one thing. I'll say that much.
Isn't it so sad?
Yeah.
Get this.
And then I got a book that I never read and a lamp. That's all you need in life, isn't it? Come on. Wait, okay, so I got a question. Do you guys have nightstands?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Vital, right? Vital.
Mine's a like an old apple crate or something stood on its end, but yeah.
All you need is the surface. Yeah, all you need is a surface area to put your phone and have a lamp, and you're good to go.
That's the thing. I don't have anything on mine right now. Like, I recently, just as of like maybe less than a week ago, I cleared everything off. All I only have is the stand for my phone. So just my phone sits on there, and that's it.
There you go.
Nothing else, because it was getting too cluttery. I'm like, this is too much shit. I have like lip chap. I have like floss. I have like.
Right. I don't know if you need to be flossing in bed. I feel like that's
just all these things. I'm like, what? I'm just saying that lip gloss, even though it was just chapstick, just saying lip gloss.
Right.
You said lip chap.
It does the same thing, though. That's the thing, right? I mean, what's the difference? Sparkles?
Just making up words.
Could you imagine just putting on lip gloss before?
Yeah, sure.
Really glitter is sparkly one as well.
Glitter sparkles. It's fucking. It's pumpkin
ready
spice
for bed
season now, baby. Yeah.
Whoever has lip gloss beside their bed right now feels personally attacked. Don't worry, it's all right.
It's okay. You only need to do that on Christmas Eve because Santa Claus is going to be coming in your room to leave some presents. You got to look good for him.
Kiss you on the lips. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Why are you putting that up?
You guys are ruthless. Okay, speaking of like kissing lips and all that stuff, I'm trying to like sway into something which isn't really going to make any sense. But this is going to be my topic. Is Shania Twain's song?
Oh God!
It's talking about these guys every minute that don't impress her. Well, what impresses this chick? This is what I want to know. What impresses Shania Twain?
They don't impress me much. I just need a guy with that special touch. So I think a guy who's good at using his appendages.
Mm-hmm.
That's to use an appropriate PC term.
Is that really it?
I think someone who's good at using his fingers, using his hands.
No, but it says, honey, you got the moves, but do you got the touch? Okay, fair enough.
Yes, she's wanting to know,
she doesn't care if you're good at dancing.
She doesn't care if you're a rocket scientist or Brad Pitt. If you're bad in bed, she's not interested.
But what do your fingers have to do with that?
Foreplay.
Oh yeah, because of the touch. You have to
there's something called a magical beanstalk that exists on every woman, and if you plant it just right by putting it in the ground, there's an explosion of some kind. That's all I'll say.
Okay, what also too is
it's Super Smash Bros. Taught me how to mash the B button, the red button. That's all I'll say. Yeah, I've been taught well as a child.
Joe is the only person that actually had answered this question. Joe's the only person. I've asked a few people, and they're like, "We don't know. Nobody knows." And it seems like she needs a guy with touch.
Yeah,
that's right.
Has the touch. Okay.
She was disappointed.
There are two spots, and if you can reach them both simultaneously, you get the magic prize. It's like a video game when you put in A B T L A, and then you unlock all the characters.
Combo.
Yeah, super combo. If you combo a woman, then you win. That's basically it.
Yeah.
She gives you
maybe you unlock like a Fortnite skin or something. But
yeah. Or no, it takes a screenshot. She takes a screenshot. You press both buttons at once. It takes a screenshot. If you did touch the G and the clip at the same time. Anyway, so there you go. That's 920.
A PG podcast. What happened?
Sorry, you're right.
Fuck. Oh, what do you guys think? Clearly, it isn't Brad Pitt or rocket scientist.
I think if she went to bed with Brad Pitt, she'd be impressed. I don't think she'd be disappointed.
Yeah, it's like that scene from
came out in the 90s. Brad Pitt in the 90s.
Just saying that. Absolutely. Isn't everybody saying that about Brad Pitt still?
Yeah, I mean the guy's time.
It's just at some point, if there's like a girl who's 18 and he's like 58,
it's like
I feel like she's got she's looking at him a little different, looking at him with grandpa lenses.
Yeah. True.
But
that would be Leonardo, not Brad Pitt. Leonardo likes the young girls.
Oh no, yeah, Leo's into that.
Yeah.
But someone made a joke about when that Ad Astra movie came out back in 2019 with Mr. Brad Pitt. Someone was making a joke about how it's like, yo, now Brad Pitt is an astrophysicist who like drives fast cars, and like all the descriptions
nice.
Train put in there. Yeah, it's like he is now a combination of everything that doesn't impress her. It's just he's it all in one now. Like that's true. Yeah. I don't know if he's playing astronaut.
It's just only about him though, and it's but related to all the roles he's been. So it's like I was like, oh, you're a Nazi hunter. That don't impress me.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh.
The imagination of a guy that runs a fight club. You don't impress me.
Oh my gosh, you're so ruthless, but true.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
Hey, I got another one for you guys.
Well, what you got?
So, another question is: do you guys think that a child, or like your child, or somebody, should receive their inheritance before their carer, whoever that may be, passes away, dies? Do you think they should receive half of it before, while they're still alive, or only after receive the inheritance after death?
Well, it's up to the discretion of the individual.
Yeah, I don't think you really.
What do you guys prefer? What do you guys think about that? Do you think?
I feel like the caretaker, like the money maker, the bank.
Yeah.
They can have any choice voluntarily.
You inherit
just give money
usually after death. No, that's usually how it goes. You inherit after death. But what if you were able to get half that inheritance before they were to pass away?
I'm thinking that there's a word for that, and it's just an allowance. It's not an inheritance anymore.
Yeah. It's just any money that your parents give you is technically out of your inheritance, right?
Oh, that's a good way to. Yeah. It is abstract. That is technically true. Literally, any money that's given to you is money that could have just been put into your inheritance. That counts as inheritance money. It's just be given to you in smaller intervals.
The joke that my mum used like last month She helped me out with my rent because I'm still unemployed after 9 months. Thank you, Canadian government. But she was like, I'm going to help you out this month. I'm going to give you some. I'm like, oh my God, thank you so much. And she's like, oh, don't worry about it. It's just coming out of your inheritance. Like,
oh my God.
That's a joke. That's
cool.
Never mind then.
When you say like,
put that back in the bank.
Okay.
Yeah, acting like Snoop Dogg when he loses that football game when he's on stream. Fuck! He's just freaking out. God, fuck
Makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Well, okay, now
sometimes there's. Go ahead.
I got a little mini news update for you guys. Okay, this is a quick one and done. This is gonna take 30 seconds or less.
All right, I'm gonna drag it out on purpose, but go ahead.
No. This is like as quick as it gets because this is so futile and it's past the point. This isn't even news anymore. But we talked about how Fortnight was doing an MLK speech that was a public event that people could go to, and people were just fucking flossing on him as Rick and Morty memes and as the Joker. And it's like, this is extremely disrespectful. Why are you doing this? Well, there's been an update, and again, this didn't just happen, but Fortnite responded to all of the feedback that people have been giving it, saying this is disrespectful, and they're like, okay, we're going to get rid of all dances except for Catwoman because they just came out with a new one, so they still have to have it up for like a week. And guess what Catwoman's dance emote is? A fucking whip. So now everybody's just whipping at MLK. And it's like, this is so much worse than
I hate
before.
it. Why is this? I hate this
It's so
much.
fucked. It's like, Epic Games, just stop. You are rewriting history in the worst way possible right
Can't
now.
they just disable all dances in just the area of the map?
Yeah, they should, except they had a contractual obligation with the Catwoman dance emote. So that's the only one that they didn't take off. They did take off all the other dances. Except that one. So everyone's just spamming that one that they have, the only one that they have. So they're all just doing a whip action at MLK. It's terrible. It's
and
like,
the thing with Fortnite is it's like predominantly younger teens that are playing it.
Yes.
And younger and kids and like pre-teens. So they don't really have that kind of restraint, or they don't really realize how offensive they're being.
How extremely psychologically
because they're all
damaging
12.
the sight of several people all surrounding an individual and whipping at them
would
look.
Like, oh my gosh.
It's just major fucked up. But anyway, that's it. That's the news update for you.
Yeah, I mean, Epic Games make millions from it, so how much do they really care? Yeah,
exactly. They're like Disney at this point.
It's like Disney and China.
And Blizzard Entertainment too. If you guys haven't heard, that's just terrible people all around.
Blizzard's was there some misconduct or something? What was Blizzard's?
It's not just some misconduct, but basically everyone except for maybe one or two people, and for decades. Everyone. Yeah, like they was a fraternity. Like I don't even know how many cases there are, but just countless, like just so many cases against them, where they're like, this is a fraternity. People have been essayed. People have been like harassed, and just sexism is rampant as fuck. It's like, damn. Well, hey, I never liked Blizzard anyway, so there you go.
Yeah. So Blizzard make World of Warcraft.
Yeah, I think so.
World of Warcraft, and I think Overwatch. So unfortunately, games that people play a lot. They are known for
World of Warcraft. Although I'm sure I would have liked it because I love Skyrim. I never got into it, and I think it's because growing up we never had like a good PC.
Right, with a stable internet connection.
Or really like access to the internet. So I never had. That was never on my radar.
Yeah,
the Warcraft, and now I see like people playing it sometimes. I'm like, Well,
it's old. It doesn't stand up. The test.
The graphics haven't been like the trailers they make.
That's the best thing. I'll watch the trailers any day.
Gameplay looks like RuneScape or something. It doesn't look.
Yeah, straight up, literally straight up. Yeah, it is. It is. Or Run Escape, as I called it as a kid.
Run Escape.
Run Escape, because they put it together as just one word, like on the title. So it's just like, what is Run Escape? That sounds weird. But yeah.
Man. Damn.
Anyway, that's all I got. So news of the world, things are changing. I think in the next 2 or 3 weeks, businesses are going to start implementing this this vaccine passport thingamajig in Ontario.
Mm-hmm.
So
has it been finalized yet?
Well, no, I think that's what the 3 weeks is for. I don't know.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to access it? Is it like on my health card and it's just digital? So all I got to do is have them scan it back?
So the 20 something, the 27th or something is when it comes into effect.
Right.
But then it's going to be until October that they have the app ready.
Right.
And the app will have like the QR code kind of like easy access. Here's me, I've been vaccinated, here's on my phone.
Yeah.
But I don't know what that bridged gap in between September and October. I don't know what people are going to use then. I don't know if they're just going to have to carry around their piece of paper and like.
Yeah, straight up. I think that's it. That's it. It's like the 1940s. It's like, where are your papers? And passports back then were just written pieces of paper with your signature. It's like, here it is. Here's my identity, as you can see.
Yeah.
Like, God damn, it must have been easy to forge shit back in the day. Like, holy shit. All you need is someone else who has the document, and you just have to copy it.
Yeah. I actually have here, Joe, because I was going to get my. I won't show it to the camera because it has my information on. But I was going to get my second dose today because the Shoppers Drug Mart around the corner from us, on their website, they're doing walk-ins. It says walk-ins welcome.
Yeah.
So I'm like, cool. I'll just walk around, 10-minute walk. Nice day. Get my vaccine.
I already feel like I'm gonna pass out.
Yeah, I won't go into too much detail. So don't.
Yeah. Don't make Darren pass out.
I feel so nauseous.
But I think before I set off, I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna call ahead, just to be safe. So I'll call through, and it's like automated. It's like, hello, you've reached.
I fucking hate how you can't actually reach people anymore.
Yeah,
you literally can't. They'll do anything before you talk to a human.
Press 1 if you are requiring a prescription. Press 2 if anyway. So eventually, I press a bunch of number. I play Sudoku on it, and I get through to a person. I think she was called Rachel or something. And I'm like, hey, I see you're doing walk-ins. Can I come and get my Pfizer second shot? And she goes, we're actually fully booked, so there's no room for walk-ins.
That's not a fucking Hey, liars!
It's like, okay, yes, we advertise walk-ins, but we're also booking pre-booked appointments, like scheduling appointments. And they've taken up all the slots today. So it's like, well, you can't do a walk-in if you've got back-to-back. So if you call Thursday, I can book you in for Friday. All right, I guess I'll do that.
Damn, why wasn't that in the numbers?
What? That's so convoluted.
Yeah, so it's like you're not really you're doing appointments.
Yeah, you're literally not doing walk-ins. You're literally, that's not a walk-in. Yeah. You have to walk in to book the appointment. That's how that's the loophole. Yeah. God damn it. BS.
Still not got my second shot yet.
So now the question is, Darren, what do we do with you? We gotta sneak one on you while you're asleep. We gotta have a doctor creep into your bedroom and prick you.
The thing is, I just don't think this is really true. This isn't gonna happen.
What do you think? The passport?
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. If it does, then oh well. But I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, they've got a whole page about it on the government website.
Yeah, it just seems like so many people are not for it.
Well, hey, I'll say this. Many people, someone I knew personally was very skeptical that Halo Infinite was going to come out this year, but it's coming. It may be coming out at the very end of this year, but it is coming out.
And if Halo's coming out, then
so is the passport.
So is the vaccine.
Right.
Like no matter what.
I don't know if it's going to be in 3 weeks. Maybe it'll get delayed.
Or no vaccine, no matter what, people shouldn't be not able to go where they need to go. That's it.
Well, it's not restricting that much. It's restricting movie theaters, indoor dining, and bowling alleys.
Well, and hopefully also flights, but maybe not. They're like, we don't give a fuck if you're flying to America.
Dependent on the countries, I guess, that you're flying to as well. But like, you can still go grocery shopping, you can still dine outside, even though it's going to be October soon, and you won't want to dine outside. But yeah.
We'll see how quickly the temperature shifts.
I guess.
Yeah.
But we'll hear. We'll see, and we'll hear. I'm I'm here. I don't leave my house anyway, so it don't matter. But
right, exactly. You've now been confined by the government. How's it feel? We're locking you up.
Yeah.
How it goes.
First to make you wear seat belts when you drive and stop at red lights.
I've heard that.
Now they're making you get a vaccine.
Get another vaccine. That's right.
You've already had the chickenpox vaccine when you were a kid, and measles, and the other one.
Wait, Darren, do you think that might have caused something early on in your life? You got a chickenpox needle?
No, I just think it's just stuff with my mom, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
That's like it's just super like intense.
Clinical stuff. Yeah. There is a condition that someone told me about once called I think it's called white coat syndrome or lab coat syndrome.
Oh yeah. So it's like being afraid of clowns. But it's,
yeah. So anytime you're around someone like a doctor, anyone wearing that sort of, you because I was I think it was when I was getting my medical exam done. I think that guy told me because I was just nervous, right? Because it's a medical exam to take your blood. They do, all the stuff.
Scary stuff to you.
Yeah, and you just kind of get a bit nervous. You start to shake. I shake anyway, but you shake a little bit and your heart rate goes up. And it says, "Oh yeah, it's just called white coat syndrome. It's just because I'm a doctor and I'm here with." Needles.
And I'm scary and I want to kill you.
Yeah.
Like, oh no.
So, a doctor is the one person who wouldn't kill you.
Right. Understandable. Well, hey, let's change the topic to being outside and hanging out and hiking. Question for you guys: what is the optimal hiking weather? What makes you want to go out and go for a little walk?
I mean, I'm down for walks any time of the year.
But into the woods specifically.
The woods, I think, as long as it's not, there's no, the bugs aren't out too much. The mosquitoes, the biters, any sort of biter. But like, as for like, if I want to wear like shorts or pants, it doesn't really matter. I guess you would want to wear pants if you're going more through like the brush because you don't want to scratch your legs up.
Right. You don't want ticks.
And the shorts
and ticks and stuff. Yeah, so you'd probably prefer pants. But then if you're wearing too many layers and you're hiking all day, you're going to get really hot and sweaty. So you don't need to get too hot. You need a little bit of a breeze.
I always wear pants.
Yeah, he wears pants. He wears 2 layers of pants. When I went to Algonquin a few years ago, it was September and it was pretty warm and humid and sticky and there was lots of bugs and that wasn't very nice. The year after we went to Banff and Jasper and that was also but because you're up in the mountains, it's a lot cooler.
Yeah. So the air is a lot crisper. It's like AC
jacket and a sweater and stuff, and it's not too hot hiking in that. And that was comfortable. That was nice. Yeah.
Very good. That's awesome. That's dope. Yeah. I'm sure that I heard from you guys that you went there, but that's like the exact same thing that Sam and I did in 2018. What year did you guys go?
I didn't go. He went. When you went to Banff? Yeah, I stayed in.
Yeah, I went with my mum and my stepdad.
His parents came to visit. Yeah.
So okay. I took them out there. It would have been 2019, September 20.
Oh, okay. It was after, yeah. We should have sent you our document. We created a whole plot, a whole plan, like a map of where to go exactly, where everything is, like links to different restaurants and stuff, and then specific trails and areas once you get into the brush and stuff. Yeah.
So cool. Dang. How was the weather when you went last? Was it almost 2 weeks ago that you went on your trip? How was the weather?
Yeah. There? So was it I heard that it was like 40 degrees, like the week that I was gone, and what we got was close to 30 degrees. So our temperature was literally 10 degrees cooler.
Okay.
And it was it's like it was what I had been experiencing the whole time, so I wasn't like dying or anything, but everyone else was like, "Oh my God, this weather's so unnatural. It's never this hot. It's always." And then, like at the beginning of me being there, it was cool, and then it got hot, and then by the last 2 days, it was cool again. And then they're just like, "Now this is the normal weather for the middle of summer. Just having it like a nice 23, and that's it." I'm just like, okay, like I could live this life forever, It's like Sam. I don't think
so nice. Yeah, it's so nice.
But yeah, New Brunswick for sure. It's a place to be.
Nice.
Oh yeah, and I guess I didn't really. Did I get into details last episode? I don't think I did.
You told us that you flew there and then drove back.
Right.
And you might have glossed over kind of what you got up to. I'm not sure.
A little bit. Well, let's just say there was a lot of sea doing to be done.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I never been on one before. Like I never driven one or anything. So I just got my boating license in preparation for going out.
Okay.
And so it was a very strange feeling. Like I describe it as like being on a horse, but also being like on a motorcycle. It's not a living thing, but the water makes it feel like you have to tame this creature. Like you have to learn how exactly it moves and stuff, and then you start doing fun things. Like I started like revving up and going off of waves and like spinning around and stuff.
Nice.
And, yeah, I kind of went crazy with it. The only thing I didn't do was a backflip, and I feel like that was a psychological thing holding me back. I was like, I could do a backflip. Like I could do a backflip off of still water. Like I could literally just be like motor and then just like flip in the air. But yeah, it's very fun.
I've never been on one, and they kind of scare me a little bit. So I don't know if I would.
Yeah, I've never been on a motorcycle, and I feel like that would have the same effect on me.
Yeah.
But I still want to do it. The idea of it, it's like Coca-Cola. It's just the idea of that thing is so grandiose. And so I'm just like, I want to ride a motorcycle. I want to own one. But that process would be very slow and long. And, it hasn't even started yet. And I've been thinking about it since I was 22. So it's been a long time of not a lot happening.
And I've seen so many videos of people like inexperienced people getting on motorbikes,
right?
And as they're holding the handles as they climb on, they like hit the accelerator and
it just flies away from them.
Yeah,
it's like a shotgun. It's like the amount of pressure and force it creates. Humans not used to.
I can't do it. I have swimmer's ear. I get stuff. Water always gets stuck in my ear.
Like, yeah. My friend Pat's like that. It doesn't matter how deep in the water you go. Just dipping your ears below the water. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's a condition.
The worst.
I've developed that later on in my life. So it's something where I have to shake my ears out and then I can feel it come out. So I don't know. It's probably a less severe version, but.
Aidan, have you ever had to shake your ear out, water out of your ear?
Yeah. I've had water stuck in my ear. Yeah, like if I've been swimming.
Mm-hmm. But have you ever felt the plug, where you go so deep that it concusses into your head? Boom. I don't know what barrier it passes, but
you can just keep going under in the pool.
The deeper you go,
I was like a little fish when I was younger. I would always swim in the dark. But I love the feeling when you have had it stuck in the water stuck in your ear for a little bit, and then you lay down on your side, and it just naturally.
Yeah, then it comes out. Yeah.
That's so satisfying.
See, so for instance, sometimes that wouldn't happen for me. Like I literally would have to shake so often because every time I would go down, if I would,
you can feel it.
When I go down, I could hear always in my ears,
Mm.
always. It's like every time I come out of the bathtub, I'm like, oh no, can't put my head in the water. So I'd have to wash my hair a certain way, with my head kind of out of the water.
Yeah, true. Yeah, and every single day when I shower, I shower around my head so that it doesn't go in my ears, because otherwise, that's the thing I do. I feel like I don't necessarily have to do that, but it's just a nice thing to do. I don't want to be having to deal with this thing where there's potentially water in my ear for a day.
Yeah, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it.
Right.
It
is a good experience. I will give you that, Aidan, but to experience it every day sounds like a kernel in the throat. It's like one of those hell scenarios where you're like, please, no, thank you, no.
Oh, yeah.
I would not do that for $1 million. No.
But Aidan, speaking of that, I do remember every now and then, which it was very rare, but every now and then you would lay and it would just warm water would just come out of your, it would just be it would just drain out warm.
Yeah, exactly. It's like when you go for a nap and then you wake up and you got drool on the bed. It's like, where'd that come from?
That's me quite a lot.
It's just drooling out of your ear. Yeah.
That happens to me a lot.
Oh, you're a drooler.
Only maybe once a week.
Right.
And I don't know what causes it. Is it just heavy sleeping? Is that what causes it? I don't know, but
sleeping. I think sleeping on your side and having your head kind of over.
Right.
Or something, right? Like if you're laying on your back, I don't think you drool as much.
Yeah.
Or maybe you do.
Yeah, I sleep on my side, but yeah, I would wake up every now and then, and then just flip the pillow.
Yeah. Just the little quirks of being a human being, There's so many of them, and that's one of them. Drooling, who figures? Yeah.
Better than getting strangled in your sleep.
Oh god. Yeah, that one's not.
The amount of times I get woken up in the night because this guy's getting murdered in his dreams. And he's kicking
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh my god, I don't know what
Waking up in a hot sweat, kicking me. I'm like, you
Just
okay? And he's like, ugh. And he goes back to sleep.
Do you sleep on your back, Darren? What's your mode of
I sleep in
operations?
every direction.
Yeah, he
Upside
tosses
down.
like
It's like
Right.
I last night I was up literally. I think I woke up at like just before 2, and then I didn't go back to bed till like 5:30, maybe, or just before 6. Yeah, 5:30, 6, and then I woke back up at 8. No, actually 8:30 because I had to take the garbage out, but I didn't take it out. Aiden took it out, but I had to take the garbage right.
Yeah, you had to watch
8:30.
him do it. Yeah.
No, I had to get it ready. I had to get it ready. We do it in sections. We do it in sections, so it's like I had to get it ready for him to take out. But it's like 8:30.
We have, we have
strategy,
Joe. So I'll do the recycling.
Yeah.
Darren will do the garbage.
Yeah. Okay, I got you. That's a healthy cycle.
I'll do the bathroom and kitchen. Darren does laundry and like living room. Right. So it's like,
Yeah, that's a good feng shui, it's a good cycle, yeah. In my household, I do the garbage, I do the dishes, and that's it. And then the laundry, I think we do back and forth, but there's no strict rule to it. But yeah,
just do that.
That'd be nice if Sam every so often brought the garbage out, but no, it's me every time.
Is she home?
Yeah, she does not share the load. Yeah.
Is Sam home right now?
No, she's not. I can speak freely about it. Yeah.
So
yeah, you see her come running in the back, just smacking her in the back of the head.
Yeah, but does she mainly cook a lot? She cooks a lot, then.
She's the source of food. Yes, that is
true. The hunter gatherer.
Provides food. Yeah, exactly. That's it.
Cooking is
she provides the food. I provide the jokes. Yeah. I'll have our
place.
Intense.
It's intense. We're gonna consider the HelloFresh boxes because it's just.
Oh yeah, are you guys doing that HelloFresh?
We've got a free trial, so we're going to use trial, and then we're going to see if it's worth it. If it's
Yeah, we Sam and I did that as soon as we moved into our place in November, and we did it for a good amount of time. Like I'd say for 5, maybe even 6. No, 5 months. 5 months. So we did get good use out of it before we were like, we've acquired enough pamphlets with instructions. So now we can do it ourselves, and we don't need you.
Cool.
Because it is more expensive than grocery shopping, but it gives you the exact proportions and gives you a specific dish to make. That's takes so much weight off of having to get specific ingredients and to make the dish, to come up with something. So now that we have all the templates from them that we've just acquired over all this time, we now just every so often recreate dishes from them. So it's good. Learn something from it. There's a permanent takeaway. It's not the food itself.
We went grocery shopping today, and I think that the thing that's going to be the most beneficial is we went to the store, and it was quiet because it was the middle of the day. There's no one really there until we went to checkout, and then they only had 2 people working on checkout, so the line was big. But they hadn't fully restocked all the shelves yet because it's the middle of the day. I guess they stocked them overnight for the morning, and then they'll
new shit. That's why that happens so often to me. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah, so we're but they've got all the yellow stickers on everything. This is reduced. This is on offer. This is, so cool. But that shelf's empty. Or that's not quite what we want.
Or the red onions.
Yeah.
Oh, the only other bag. I'm like, I only need 1 onion.
Because of the onions. I don't remember the area too well, but it's not really anything around because we're on the edge of 2 highways. We're on the corner of.
Yeah, you got to walk for a while to get to the major intersection, and then is there a mall, like a mini outlet mall, or is there a main one?
It's like a strip mall, but it's not
a strip mall. Yeah,
it's so far away. It's just horrible here.
A food store, a dollar store, and a drugstore is all they've got. I
realized that when we were coming back from Kingston, I was like, no, I like Hamilton, just not this
this area.
This specific area. Oh,
because it's suburban, but it's too suburban. Whereas there's nothing.
Right, there's nothing else. It's like the movie Vivarium with Jesse something or other. I don't know if his name's Einsberg, the Batman v Superman bad guy. What's his name?
Jesse.
I think it's Einsberg. Eisenberg.
Jesse Eisenberg.
Jesse Eisenberg. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, he was in a movie which, in my opinion, was ultimately disappointing, but the premise was great. Where him and his fiance or wife or whoever are looking to buy a suburban house, and they get taken into this strange neighborhood that they can't get out of. It's like a Twilight Zone thing, and so they're just stuck in suburbia. There's no shops, there's no nothing. It's just houses and neighborhoods. And if you drive, you end up like back the same way like Pac-Man. Cool. You just end up where you started, yeah. And they're like, oh no, we're stuck. And the word vivarium, I think, is it has something to do with birds, where it's like there's a species of birds that will put their babies in a nest that has other hatchlings,
like a cuckoo,
and then the mom takes care of their baby for them, and then they come back and take their baby. It's like, it's such a weird concept. It's like like a mother predator instead of a predator that like
forever for like 3 years, and then coming back and be like, okay.
Thanks thanks for the free food and raising my child.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Cuckoos do that. I know cuckoos do it. You familiar with the cuckoo?
Is that just a chicken? What's a cuckoo?
I'm looking it up.
It's a bird. So like, do you know a cuckoo clock?
Oh, you know what? I'm a goddamn idiot. The Legend of Zelda taught me that cuckoos are chickens. So that's where I'm getting all this information.
No.
Okay, but I know that
they're tiny ones. They're tiny as hell.
Tiny boys. Oh no, it's gone. It disappeared.
Oh no, you need to do the hand thing.
Oh yeah, put your hand around the border of it. Okay. So it kind of looks like a woodpecker or something.
Yeah, I guess.
That's images.
They are one of those. Do you say vivarium? Is that the word you used?
Vivarium with M. I think.
Those are one of the ones that do it for sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
really
that's
nice
probably the one.
Eyes.
Yeah.
Really small eyes and nice eyes too.
Yeah.
Right.
Cool beans, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, yeah, shucka bruh,
Damn,
we've been talking for about an hour here now. I don't know about you guys, but the sun's getting lower every day as the seasons change. We're definitely in pumpkin spice world now. I feel
it's
like
happening.
It's the same as Christmas, where now it's 2 months in advance. So it's like on approach to Halloween, they're like, let's start advertising now.
And I think because of COVID, where people just don't have like personalities anymore.
Oh my god, yeah.
That particular type of like of woman that likes the pumpkin spice lattes and wearing the long trench coats with the hat and the brown boots. They've come out early this year because they haven't been able to, they need something.
Yeah, they're like, I want to perform an activity, and so my activity is pretending that personality. Yeah, so that's how's that one song go? A white woman's Instagram. It's all about that.
Pumpkin patches as well to get the photos in the pumpkin patch and the corn maze.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
all and the Halloween haunts.
Yeah, love it.
Loves to go to Halloween haunt. Anyways,
and I haven't been to the Halloween haunt in a long time, but back when I was 17 or 18, this will be my closing anecdote as far as talking about the fun season change that we're approaching. I love Halloween. It's my favorite holiday. I feel like I've told you guys that. Back when I was 17, as grade 12 was beginning, so it wasn't 18 yet, but it was that time of my life, the end of high school. I had just gone back from a summer trip to France on this thing called the Blythe Academy that my parents signed me up for, and like no one else. So it was very weird. I don't know why they chose me out of all the kids. They're like, "Fuck you in particular, go away," So they just want to get rid of me. And then I learned English in France. It's so stupid. Anyway, one day I'll tell you guys more about that. But I came back from it, so I made friends in Toronto from that experience because most of the people that were part of that program were from Toronto. And I'm hanging out with them, and we go to Halloween Haunt, and I'm like, oh my god, guys, it would be an awesome idea because like I just had shrooms for the first time, like in the first week going into grade 12. I was like, so now I'm just on that train, the psychedelic train, where I'm like, guys, we got to do Halloween Haunt again and take shrooms. Wouldn't that be the craziest experience to be in a dark, open world that's just a nightmare world, and there's just all these mazes of people jumping out at you? Yeah, it's obviously a terrible idea. It's basically an endurance test to see how thin you can make your psyche before it snaps, and you lose your mind. But It never happened, and it's always sitting in the back of my head where I'm like, that's such a stupid idea, but would that be fun? Like, that'd be one hell of a roller coaster ride in your mind, you know?
Oh my god!
I'm not gonna do it. I don't want to.
It would make it would make a good movie, but I feel like that twist at the end would make a lot of people mad. Like if a bunch of friends are in a forest, they take shrooms, and then they stumble upon a Halloween haunt, but they don't know it because they're on shrooms. So they think
they think it's this nightmare world that they've entered into, another dimension.
Yeah, like a bunch of them get killed and whatever, and then at the end it's like, oh, it was just a haunt, and you guys were high and you didn't realize.
Yeah,
just causing the deaths of themselves. Ruthless.
I do. Anyway, so that's I'd like to go to Halloween Haunt this year, but at the same time, maybe not. I mean, I like the idea of it, but I don't think I'd enjoy being crowded with people on either side of me.
I actually hate that stuff.
Oh yeah, no kidding. Yeah, well, you have every right to.
I went to the one in Niagara Falls, the scariest one, with my friend, and I honestly just didn't let him go the whole time. I didn't even. I put my head into his jacket and just let him. Because he wanted to do.
I don't know if that has anything to do with your nightmares, but
it was.
Don't force yourself to go through that.
It was horrible.
Yeah, don't do
walls. There was one time you go in a spot and the walls start coming in. It's like it's
boy.
pitch black and the walls start closing in on you. Like the walls from front, back, side, everything. You're just feeling them, and I'm just thinking, but like, what? How is this like safe? Like this is just like
like you. Yeah, what if a little kid like stuck their foot in where the wall was closing and it like fucking snapped his foot in half? You know?
Yeah, it's like what
seems like a dangerous concept.
This? It just doesn't make sense. I was terrified. I didn't see anything the whole way there. And people are like touching you and grabbing you, and like as you're going. People are touching your feet and stuff. They're stomping on the floors. Like, it's just the worst experience of my life. And he was like, "Should we get the video?" I was like, "There's no point to get the video because you don't even." I'm like, not even.
I don't want to remember it, and all you see is just a lump with a thing over the head.
My head's like literally in your back the whole time. Like,
yeah. Oh my gosh.
I've only ever done 2. One of them I did at Universal Studios, and it was a Walking Dead themed one that they only have at Halloween.
Yeah.
And that was fun because I was with all my friends. Yeah. And we just went through it, and we were kind of just like laughing our way through, like, because like
that's
our way of dealing with it.
That's the best way. To make fun of it. That way, it gets rid of the fear.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And you're in a group,
drinking water while eating spicy food. You know, you gotta combat it.
There's no way that's happening for me.
The other one I'd done, the Halloween, the Walking Dead one, would have been 2016, so not that long ago. But I did one as a kid with my dad in Blackpool in England, which is a little bit like Niagara Falls, where it's kind of like an entertainment area. There's lots of like casinos and arcades and things like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no waterfalls. There's no
the one thing from the falls that
but we go in. It must have been his idea because I would never have gone in with these. But go through, and it's terrifying. Like people putting their hands through the walls and grabbing you and chasing you, and they have things in the ground that make you trip on them, and that's scary lights and stuff. But it ends with you exit out this final door. I think someone chases you to make you go out this final door screaming.
Yeah.
But the door exits into a cafe in the building next door.
What?
So you exit, and then everyone in this cafe just gets to turn around and just laugh at you because you just came out of this door screaming.
That's so weird. It's like just for laughs gags or something. You know, when like the person goes into the porta potty and then opens it, and it's a conference room, and everyone's just looking at him like, "What are you doing?" Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like what? That's like they're pranking you, bro. Yeah. It's so weird.
Take a number 2, and they're just like,
excuse me, like we're having a meeting. Yeah, that's funny.
And I never wanted to do one ever again. But then
in their underwear, they're like,
you did it one more time with your friends. That's understandable though, doing it with your friends. Yeah.
That's not. I feel like the playing around with washrooms is no fun game. Like if someone has to take a shit, like come on, that's ruthless.
Don't fuck with the shit.
Don't fuck with that.
Well, I've seen ones where people like push their friends over when they're inside it, and I'm then they come up.
That's just disgusting.
Yeah. That's straight up like shit water. Yeah. It's stagnant water too, because it doesn't move, so it's actually like dangerous for your health.
They're the worst.
The fire hazard.
That's the worst.
Because like they put that blue stuff in it, but like, come on.
No,
come on.
Okay.
After a day or 2 or 3, you know. How often do they flush that out.
You can end it.
Anyway, yeah, we'll come back to this in the next episode.
Plan to watch. Second half of Mulan.
Yes.
I don't know what's happening. There's a battle starting.
I gotta get some mail.
We just figured out as well. I know you meant to end this podcast, but we just figured out like the guy is in love with Mulan, but he thinks she's a boy, so he's like actually in love with.
I fucking love that because there's a joke about that where it's just like, Mulan, you're a woman, and to think like here I was thinking that I was in love with a femboy twink, but it turns out it's just a woman. God damn it.
That's the part I don't get. It's like, wait, what? So you have a pussy?
Yeah, he's upset that she's got that thing, yeah, straight up.
Well,
I love it.
Probably could still get some head, but honestly, this is where this is now really it because it really makes no sense to me why this is happening in Mulan. But we'll get back to this next week when we finish Mulan and let you guys know. But I think we already know where that's going. Anyways, guys, while we're at your boys, comment down below what's next to your bed. If you see Mulan, let us know. Please sound off.
Is Mulan next to your bed?
Yeah, what if she is? We don't know.
Yeah. I just want to know where the dragon is. That's what I want to know. Apparently
not. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Don't even talk about it. That'll make me upset. Eddie Murphy, come back to us, please. Hopefully, he comes back as Donkey in Shrek 5, but we'll see. Yeah. Anyway, that's it from us.
Thanks.
Bye-bye. See you guys.
Till next week.
Au revoir. Bye. Bye.